college comes with a lot of temptation. So it's like, really, are you missing anything? And be a better you. That's what it is. That's all it is. These people, like, what? Put your pinky right here. Come on, pinky it. Regardless, oh, you lame, you this, you that. Let me be that. Look at you like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Tell Jessica you got to start your essay, okay? It's not the same. That was my biggest mistake of freshman year. Comment down below if after you write your notes, all cute and stuff, you go back and actually study them.
That's nasty, baby.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Trent, and I am back today with another lit video. Okay, as you guys can see by the title, it is back to school season. But this is the first episode of my back to school series, and I'm gonna dedicate this to giving advice to my upcoming freshmen, college freshmen. These are just different tips that I found useful, or people have told me when I was a freshman, and I want to share it with you guys, so you guys can be prepared for, like, you know, college stuff. So I would like to, you know, put y'all down, put y'all on game, give y'all a college 101. Yeah. Yeah. I'm currently going into my junior year of college. I attend Kennesaw State University. Go Owls. Hootie-hoo. That was a good owl, right? As I'm giving you guys advice, I did install this wig, so you'll be seeing me install a wig plus give you advice. If you would like to get a little insight on what I feel like is good college advice for upcoming freshmen, or you just want to see me install this wig and talk, just keep watching. Let's get right into the video. What's tea? What's tea? What's tea? What's good? Here's my list of tips and advice I have as a junior in college. This is the stuff that, like, people has told me that I picked up along the way, like experience in college, and I broke them down into two sections. I have social / like living advice, and then I have like academic / like campus life advice. So we're gonna try to get through all of it through this wig install. I'm not gonna use the blow dryer because while it's dry, I can, you know, talk and tip and stuff. But anyways, we're gonna start off with social and like living, like as far as like on campus, off campus living. First out the gate was to step outside of your comfort zone. Like, you meet so many people, you meet people you can network with, people in your career field that you can become friends with. Y'all can help each other with like work, internships, jobs, you know, stuff around that nature. So be able to come outside of your box to experience new, better things that can benefit you in your future. My next tip would be like following that. Even though you're like stepping outside of your comfort zone and stuff like that, meeting new people, don't make everybody your friend. First of all, the people that you're friends with coming into college, 9 times out of 10, when you make it to like your junior, senior year, those will not be your same friends. You might still be friends with like a few of them, but you're gonna lose those people along the way. You just gotta be careful who you let in your circle, because everybody don't have your best interest at heart. Like, a lot of people, they're jealous, a lot of people are envious, a lot of people just don't have like pure intention. So it's like, be careful who you let in and share your business to, go hang out with, because people, like I said, people out here is crazy. Everybody not your friend, okay? Remember that, homegirl. Work first, party later. I know when you first get to college, you thinking about, oh, I'm finna go to all these parties, meet all these people, turn up, you know. But if you have work to do your work. At all the parties you gonna see the same people, listen to the same music, the same vibe. So it's like, really, are you missing anything? No, you're not. So if you got some work to do, if you gotta study because you got a big test coming up, do that. I know this next one, y'all probably hear a lot, like a lot. Knowing the trials and tribulations of coming into college in a relationship or being in a relationship in college. So, you really have to be a soldier, okay? I'm not saying don't do it, because a lot of people are gonna tell you don't do it. I'm not gonna be that person. First of all, I would be a hypocrite. But I will say, it's not for the weak. If y'all are at different colleges or you went to college and your man stayed home, like y'all gonna deal with so much. You're gonna wanna experience so much and he might not understand, or vice versa. He might wanna do stuff or experience stuff and you're not gonna understand. So it's like, you gotta think about that before going to college in a relationship. You gotta know yourself, like, do I wanna experience things outside of a relationship so you can get your full like college experience per se? Or like, you know, you might be the one like, I'ma fight for my man. That's my man, okay? Know what you're gonna deal with, what you're not gonna deal with. Have a conversation, if you are in a relationship, have a conversation with your partner like, hey, you know, y'all need to talk about college because college comes with a lot of temptation. So it's like, you could be a tough soldier, fight all that temptation, give all the boys, I got a man. But you know, in the back of your head, you gotta think about like, is he doing that for me? Because y'all know how boys be. Moving on to roommates. Be clean. Do not be that dirty roommate. You can have your room messy, cause that's your space. But when it comes to like, if you sharing a living room or like a common area, a kitchen, don't be dirty. Be respectful of other people. Make sure like when you have roommates, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. You're gonna have to make compromises. Do not be a butthole roommate. I don't clean my dishes. I can't compromise. I can't come up with solutions to don't be that roommate, okay? If you cook one night and you don't wanna clean it like that night, wake up in the morning before class, clean them dishes. After class, clean them dishes. Don't leave them in there 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Most like roommate issues or most issues people go through with their roommates is cleanliness. You know, you might listen to music at 3 o'clock in the morning, but your roommate trying to get sleep because she got a big test tomorrow. Respect that. Turn your music down. Like, it's not that hard. So, my next tip of advice is to accept change. Like in college, you're gonna change. You're gonna be a different person than what you were, you know, growing up in high school and everything. But you gotta be willing to accept that change, because with change comes growth. And with growth, you're open up to, you know, more opportunities and, you know, better opportunities for yourself. If you're, you know, hanging around people that are still like stagnant, they don't want to grow, they don't want to change their habits or their ways, those might be the people that you don't need in your life. They're like in your life for a season and their season might be up. So don't resist the change. Be able to like recognize when it's time for you to do something different to better yourself. Because at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you and you only, okay? Acknowledge it, accept it, move forward, and be a better you. That's what it is. That's all it is. Next piece of advice. Spend your money wisely. Don't just be buying stuff just because you can buy it. Be yourself. Who cares what somebody thinks? We don't care about what these people think. These people, like what? Be who you are. Don't be scared to express yourself however you choose to express yourself. Don't try to like be somebody different just to fit in with whatever crowd you're trying to fit in. Cause if you gotta change who you are to fit in with them not your friends for real. And you don't want people like that to be your friends. You need people that's gonna be genuine, authentic, good personalities, good vibes. My next tip, take your mental health extremely serious. Like if you're feeling some type of way, if you're feeling sad, you're feeling down, if you're not comfortable talking to like people you call your friends or your family, use your resources. Like on campus, we have therapists. Go to therapy, find somebody to talk to, or when you get to college, find a friend that you feel comfortable opening up to. Somebody say, hey girl, let me hang out, and you don't feel like it, you just need time to like for self-care, to do you, focus on you, journal, do that. Talk to your professors. A lot of our professors also take mental health very seriously. Don't ever feel like you're alone, okay? You're not alone. And even me, like if y'all watching this video right now and you need somebody to talk to, somebody like to just listen to you and understand where you're coming from, DM me. I just feel like we lose a lot of teenagers and a lot of people that are our age that probably just need somebody to confide in. They didn't have that person. They didn't have that space where they felt comfortable being vulnerable and open up. I'll be that space if you can't find anybody else. Promise me that. Put your pinky right here. Come on, pinky it. Okay. Lastly, it's okay to say no. First of all, don't take drinks from just anybody, first of all. And I know y'all heard that a lot. If it's an open drink, I think twice about picking it up. Date rape is real, especially in college. Boys, they like to do stupid crap. And we don't do that. It's okay to say no, regardless, oh, you lame, you this, you that. Let me be that. But I'm gonna be that and I'm gonna be safe and I'm gonna be alive, okay? If you don't wanna go to this party, say no. If you don't wanna have sex with that boy, say no. You don't gotta say yes to anything you don't wanna do. If somebody's trying to get you to do drugs and you never tried this drug and you're not in a safe environment, say no. You're gonna be exposed to so much. If you're not comfortable doing it and if in your mind you don't wanna do it, don't do it. Don't let nobody peer pressure you into doing it, because they will try. It's been a lot of things I was like, nah, homeboy, nah, homegirl, I'm good. Y'all got that. Now we're moving on to academic life and campus life. My first tip would be to join clubs and organizations. Get to know people, help people get to know you, who you really are, what you're about, the things that you like to do, the things that you value, you know? And don't just join a club just to say I'm in a club. Join a club that you really feel like will fit you and your personality, your vibe, your style, because I feel like that would pay off rather than just join a club, because you won't put your all into it. Use all your resources. Like I was touching on earlier, like our tuition pays for a lot that we probably didn't even know about. I didn't know that our tuition paid for counseling, like therapy sessions, until I had that one professor who really cared about mental health. Be on campus, enjoy the campus. They got food, enjoy the amenities. They got a gym, the library. Use the library. If you want to just go study, you need a quiet space, go to the library. Don't be boring like me. I was boring as my freshman year because I was off campus. So it's like, I didn't really get into a lot of stuff on campus. Be vocal with your professors. If your professor knows that you care about like the class, you care about your grades, they're more willing to work with you. If you got a question, ask your question. Even if you don't feel comfortable asking it in front of the class, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like talking in front of people. Like, literally, I would shit my pants before I talk in front of somebody. Ask after class. Like, go up to them, be like, hey, I had a question about this, that, or the third. Do that. Don't just, like, not say anything. Don't be scared, girl. Don't be scared. Go to class, okay? I know it's gonna be times where you don't want to go to class. That's okay. It's okay to skip sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It depends on what kind of class you have. Like, if you have a class where it says attendance is mandatory, don't skip them classes. Because when you skip them classes, regardless of how much you feel like attendance is worth, it's gonna hurt your grade in the end. Now, if you have a class where attendance is not mandatory, you can come if you want, but if you don't want to, like, you know, he's not gonna take attendance or she's not gonna take attendance, like, you don't necessarily have to go. But that doesn't mean skip all the classes. You're gonna have to come to some class, because a lot of stuff you might be confused with, they might be able to help you with. And like I said, back to being vocal with your professors, if you're never going to class and you're failing, and you go up to them asking, oh, can I get this grade? They're looking at you like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Don't be that guy. Please don't be that guy. Do not procrastinate. No procrastination. None. Zero. Zilch. Get you a calendar, get you a planner, and plan things. So write everything out, all your assignments that are due. If you're in a club, write down all like the activities in that club. So you can plan on when you need to get assignments done. You can plan on when you need to do what you got to do. Them professors is not gonna take like, oh, I had to take my granny to the doctor, so I couldn't come to class to turn in that essay. They don't care. You're gonna have a few professors that they'll understand. They might give you extra time, but don't just bank on them giving you extra time, because a lot of them don't. They're gonna look at you like, what does that have to do with me? Nothing. One time I had like a 7-page essay. My friends had like 10-page essay. Like, don't start stuff like that the night before. If you got PowerPoints with 20 slides, don't start that the night before. Because you went to Jessica's house to drink and play cards. Don't tell Jessica you got to start your essay, okay? Do not take 8 a.m. classes. I don't care if you think you're a morning person. I don't care if, oh, we had 8 a.m.s in high school and we got up for that. It's not the same, sweetheart. It's not the same. That was my biggest mistake of freshman year. I was fighting every morning to get out of that bed. And then I lived off campus. I fought every morning to get to the 8 a.m. class. And it was math. Why would I do that? That's because I listened to them people that say, take early morning classes, get all your classes out the way and book. Don't take that 8 a.m. Whatever you do, don't do it. Also, don't take any classes after 5 p.m. because, one, for girls, that's definitely a safety hazard. Walking home alone, if you gotta ride the bus, if you gotta drive at night, it's gonna start getting dark, especially like fall semester. Don't take a class after 5 p.m. Be safe. But I'm gonna let this melt, and then we're gonna come back with the rest of the tips, okay?
She's gonna let it melt like ice cream.
All right, y'all, so I'm back, and my wig is on. I had to cut it off camera because I forgot my razor, so it's kind of harder for me because I never used scissors before and I didn't want to like mess it up. And I also forgot my makeup, so we're gonna try to make something work with these two. My next tip for you guys is find like a friend or a buddy, whether it be 1 or 2. Find somebody in your class that you can be cool with. Y'all can exchange numbers. So if there's ever a time like you need help or a time you didn't go to class, if you're gonna miss class, they can be your saving grace. 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna be a part of the same career field. So that might just be a cool person to keep around, study with, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I really hope this works. Don't let no boy try to convince you to be his buddy, because he gonna try to make you do all his work. And baby, that's not what we here for. Don't be doing nobody work unless you is... I don't think I'm supposed to say that, actually. Never mind. Be on time for class. Don't be late to class, guys, because you might have that professor, because I surely did. I was 5. Ooh, still grinds my gears. I had at 8 a.m. It was a human anatomy class. That was strike 1. I got there at 8:10 and not 8 o'clock, and I got a 0 for participation that day because I wasn't there right at 8, and he had like an assignment that had to be due by 8:05. Even if you get there late, you don't have a professor like me, you still might miss some key information. Y'all might have a opening ticket, and that could be your participation. So plan to be there as soon as class start. I used to have people coming to my class like 30 minutes late. Baby, you didn't miss the whole lecture. So it's like, you know, what do you do when you want to do it? What do you do when you want to do it? Y'all, if I had my makeup, it would look 10 times better, like, for real. Study for effectiveness. Don't study for the aesthetic. I know when we go to class, we feel like writing notes is a way in studying. And like, oh, like I'm gonna write these notes. They're gonna be so cute. I'm gonna come back to them and we gonna study like that. Comment down below if after you write your notes, all cute and stuff, you go back and actually study them. I can't be the only one who does not. So if you know writing notes isn't a way like you can study and actually retain information, don't waste your time. Don't write notes. If you feel like the teacher writing all this stuff on the board, you're gonna take a picture of it and go home and look at the picture, you know 9 times out of 10, you is not gonna revisit that picture. Save some storage on your phone. You find ways that you know I can retain this information if I study this way. Hey, just use Quizlet. I found Quizlet to be very, very effective for me. I don't know how to study really, but Quizlet was my girl. Quizlet was really my girl. Use Rate My Professor. Everything on Rate My Professor has been accurate to a T. To a T. I know how I like to learn and I know how I don't like to learn. So when I'm choosing my professor, they have things like, first of all, you get the rating of the professor, of course. And then it tells you how many people would retake the class, how hard is the class. And then they have notes. They have people put their grades, like what grades they came out, if you need a textbook or not, if attendance is mandatory or not. It even tell you if they withdrew from the class. And then they're able to leave a comment like, this teacher was this, that, and the third. This is a good professor. This is not a good professor. It's very, extremely helpful. Keep a good GPA. Don't let your GPA slip. Don't fall into that college. I feel like it's a college narrative. Like, you know, when you get to college, your grades start to slip. You start to become lazy. You're going out, you're partying. You're not putting school first. Don't be like that. You lose hope. You lose potential scholarships. You know, all that stuff. Because you want to do stuff you ain't got no business doing or that you don't need to do when you need to be locking in with yourself and your career, all that. Take it very serious. Don't slack off. Don't lose focus. If you know your end goal and you know what you want to achieve, stay on track. Stay on that path, okay? My last tip is don't buy a textbook if you don't have to. I've never bought a textbook. Ever. If they do say like, oh, the textbook is required, I wait till I get to class and I let the professor tell me you need to get the textbook. So save your coin. I know you want to be prepared and everything like that, but save your money, homegirl. Don't go buy that textbook if you don't need to go buy that textbook, okay? I'm gonna finish my hair and I'm gonna come back to y'all with the finished results, but I'm gonna speed this part up. guys, this is the final look. Came out pretty cute. This is my first time trying like the little fluffy baby hairs, and I'm loving it. Like a little light fluff going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found at least 1 or 2 tips of advice that I gave useful. I wish all of you the best in college. You know, this is a new chapter of your life. I pray that everything is fun, successful, you're able to meet new people. Don't let nobody stop you from doing you, boo. Nobody. Now 1, 0, okay? If you guys want the details of this wig, it's a 13x4 water wave wig, 22 inches, off of Amazon. This is not sponsored, by the way. It's in my Amazon storefront, so if you would like to shop this wig, just click the link down below and click on hair essentials. It'll be the first one. Number 1, cute wig, right? I know. If you are a college student watching this and you passed your freshman year, comment down some tips I might have missed that might help somebody else watching this video. With all that being said, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. For more back to school episodes, subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. You know, all that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Give me peso, extendo.